Tough loss. Tough loss to a good Texas A&M team. Boy, when you reflect back on the game just from walking out of that locker room, I think our team made improvements. They played with great effort. I don't question any of the effort. We need to make a few more plays offensively. The defense gave us opportunities there at the end to take it down and win the game. And I'll go ahead and tell you, we were going to go for 2 for the win. Had we scored, I told the defense right before that third down play, I said, get it back, we'll go down, we're going to go for the win. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for us. I said all week, you get in a situation where it's a pass rushing time for that team. That's something you don't want to get into. And I think they stripped the ball there on Perry, and the first down sack came off the right side edge. I believe it was David Williams on that. But we just didn't get the job done. We didn't get the job done. Nonetheless, like I said, I saw improvements in our football team. I told those guys right in there, you can come in here and, a loss is a loss. We understand that, and we're very, very disappointed in what we didn't accomplish. But they need to understand we improved as a group, as a team, as a staff, and it's a process. It's a process, but very disappointing. I thought we could have taken it today. We were really close, but close isn't good enough.
Shawn, Perry looked mostly very good, but he took some sacks, especially there at the end, that they just brought the pressure. Do you think that was him, or was the line just overwhelmed? Just what broke down on those crucial plays?
Oh, on the first down play, they were in an odd front. We slid it to the left side right over there. David Williams has the outside linebacker to the front side. I believe it was the case, if I remember correctly. And I think 33 just slipped off of him. And I don't know if it was 33 or not, but came around the end and got pressure on him and got the sack. As soon as you go first down and get a sack, that puts you right behind it, and immediately you think, well. And then we go 80 protection on that one. 80 is kind of a sprint out roll protection for us, and I think the defensive end gets upfield, didn't get him cut off, so therefore it cut off our path flow with our quarterback getting out of the pocket, and brought the pressure on the backside, got the sack and the fumble.
Jude, you talk about Perry's game. There's been so much talk around here the last week about Murray and all the quarterback situation. He was kind of the forgotten guy, but he gave you guys a pretty good chance to win, didn't he?
Oh, I think so. Perry was not the forgotten guy. To a lot of you guys, he is, but Perry's
just about how he played and what he did.
I think Perry played pretty well. The touchdown, the interception for the touchdown. Oh man, if he could have that one throw back. Sometimes you get focused on one individual, and we had another wide open receiver right behind it that would have been, the tale of two plays right there. Hit the guy behind him, and it goes for about 30 or 40 yards. And it's just one of those misreads, and he took a chance. The guy stepped in front of it, made a great play, and took it back for the touchdown, which was, a definite momentum killer. But I thought Perry was very solid today. Running the football, Perry, did a really, really nice job.
Is the interception return for a touchdown? Can you talk about? It seems like that ends up being the difference, basically.
I don't know if it's the difference. If you look on the score, it says that. But there's a lot of other plays that you can just pinpoint and say, what, had we done this, had we made a stop here, some of the stuff. I believe the first drive, I was thinking, certainly it's not going to be this easy for them to go down and score on us like that. So that's not the difference by no means. It was a critical play, but not the difference.
Shawn, looking at Perry, is he your guy next week, or with Nunez playing today, do you maybe look at him, maybe throwing the ball a little more?
I'm sitting right here, and I'm behind Perry Orth at this point. I think our team believes in him. You can't fault a guy that goes out there and plays and does what he did today. Certainly he made a crucial mistake, but we all did. We made crucial mistakes in play calls, defensive play calls. And you can't pinpoint the loss on Perry Orth. God, he was a bright spot. It's a bright spot, but Perry's our guy right now.
And with that, Shawn, defensive play calls, obviously they get the ball out quick, but were you satisfied overall with some of the defensive strategy?
Oh, satisfied overall. It was an improvement from a year ago. I mean, if you want to say that. Very disappointed at moments where, we give up the draw. They motion to empty, and we don't get play calls made to our defensive front. They don't. They're not running the right stunts, and we're going to figure out why that is. But you certainly aren't satisfied offensively or defensively when you lose the football game. I mean, there's plays we could have both made. You
told over the course of a week about changes you were going to make offensively. Did the game kind of play out how you expected as far as your changes?
I think it did. I thought it was a very well executed, at times, offense with the plays that we did. I haven't even looked at the stats, but Brandon Wiles 17 for 130. Perry Orth 11 for 90. David Williams 10 for 33. I mean, Farrell Cooper 2 for 16. What was the total yards right here? 445 yards, 253 rushing yards. I think it was a formula for success. I think it worked out okay.
And defensively, it was easy to pick out some of the offensive changes, but defensively, what were some of the changes y'all had in mind coming into today, and how do you think those played?
Well, we're trying to play a little press man right there a lot of times. You got to redirect those receivers. You can't let those guys get an open space. I thought we started out early doing it. You can't really disguise in that. They get the ball out so quickly. We're going to have to tweak some more. But they're a very well coached, very talented football team. Their skill players are some of the best in the league.
Shawn, tweaking up the defense, is that maybe you're taking over some of the D?
Oh, no, I'm certainly not taking over some of the D. I mean, I think we all sit in there and say, hey, what can we do to get better? I'm certainly not taking over the D by any means. But, I mean, there's obvious things that we can do both offensively and defensively to get better.
Was the reverse to Lorenzo one of those wrinkles?
It was.
Did
Actually, it was reverse pass with the option to run.
Okay.
And to tell you the truth, they were wide open. I mean, it was all. I looked to the end zone. I was like, throw it. He's wide open. And then I looked and I said, run it. But it was perfect. It was perfect. The slip screens back to Farrow. God, that was I believe it was a 3rd and 6 call, or 3rd and 5. And we threw a little slip screen, brought Brandon Shell back out on the corner right there. Oh, it was wide open. It was a little late getting thrown. Had it not, it probably would have went for a bigger yardage. And I don't think we got the first down right after that. But, we ran a few inside screens, something that we hadn't done in the past. So we've got to keep moving forward and making plans to better our football team.
Did the 12th man have any significant impact on your coach?
None at all.
Overall thoughts on Kyler Murray today?
Oh man, he can scoot. I mean, I'm sitting there. I'm an O-line coach, and I could see exactly. I mean, I was just reading his mind. I was like, or reading the coach's mind, because I was sitting there calling the plays. We walk up in there in the double-A gaps, and I'd say speed option. Here comes speed option, and I'd say, oh man, we got zone read. We got nobody in the whole week, and you got him pulling the football and running on the edge, outrunning our defensive end. So, very impressed with him. Very impressed. Special athlete.